When I was in college, I babysat for this family, and then the dad started harassing me. I had the parents' numbers in case of emergencies, but he was texting me all the time. He would check in on me while I was watching his daughter, like, hey, is she okay? Is she in bed? Which is totally normal. But then because I responded, it was like opening the floodgates for him to harass me. One time he texted me like, hey, when you're done with finals, we should go get ice cream. And I was like, oh, with your daughter? And he said, well, no. He harassed me for a long time. I should have quit, but I had a relationship with his daughter. I really cared about her, and I was very protective of her, especially because he was such a sleazy skeeve bag. I threatened to go to the police. I blocked his number, but it only made it worse. There were multiple times when I'd be over at his house and he would come up and just put his hand up my skirt. I honestly think he had a lot of problems. I think he was a sex addict. Like, whenever I would say, stop, this is wrong, it only encouraged him more. Like, as if me saying no excited him. So I did eventually quit. After that, he kept harassing me. He knew where I lived, and that really concerned me, but I never wanted to go to the police because I didn't want to break up his family. I feel like his wife knew he was a terrible person. Sometimes I would look at her and just try to telepathically communicate to her, leave this marriage. But my friends said that if I tried to tell her, she would probably turn it around and think it was me, and that it was none of my business. Everyone asked why I didn't quit sooner, but I really cared for his daughter. And how do I know he wasn't doing anything to her? I mean, I can tolerate it up to a point. I didn't want to abandon her. At the time that I was hired, there was something wrong with her vaginal area. She had cream to put on every single night. So I don't really know if he was abusing her. He was a really awful person. And for a long time after that experience, I didn't want to babysit anymore. Or if I did, I didn't want to meet the dads. But my schedule in college was so busy that babysitting was really the only thing I could do. And I needed the money, so I had to do it. I still hear from him from time to time. Apparently on my phone, you can block somebody for an extended period of time, but then it sort of unblocks them. I still get texts like happy holidays, and it's kind of like, this guy has no life, but I don't want to change my number for this guy. I'm not going to change my number for this guy.